Okay, so MaxiCosi Pria GCell with the Isogo, Isofix thing. The MaxiCosi instructions are terrible, so I thought I'd do my own video. So this will be your top tether. It'll come in a cardboard box when you get it, and it'll come with an anchor bolt. Get rid of that for now. So what you need to do is come down here, press this button, and loosen these cables off. So your straps are nice and loose. Unbuckle those. There we go. Put them over to one side and stick them on the magnetic catches. Great. Here's the instruction manual, which I've already read, and there's a little marketing tag there that you can cut off. Okay, so next thing you do, you take this handle, loosen it off, slide that all the way up, and now you can, keep those things, just stick them back on the magnets there, so these cords stay out of the way. This is your infant insert. You can pull that out of the way. Now you've got some seat padding here. I'll just make sure this light's on so we can see something. 2 clips, one on each side. Just pull it out. Okay, you can pull that up. Now you've got a little smart lock thing, so you pull that up, put that down, and then it will just, so if you can see that, just kind of latch under there like that to keep the seat up out of the way. Now behind this door is your Isofix connectors, so you can lift that up and it just locks up. And then finally we can get in here to the Isofix connectors. Whoops, just keep that up and I'll try and film as best I can here. It's a bit awkward. Right, so now that you're finally in there, you can pull those cables out, and then you've got the red button. They hook on a little bar there, so you can just press that red button and remove. So just press the button to be able to release. And then if you want to clip them back on, just push them on, same as when you're doing the Isofix. Anyway, so pull both of those out, put them out of the seat. You can probably cut that tag off, you don't need that. There we go. Check this seat Isofix compatible thing. Okay, and then you just, now that that's out, close that down, clip it, and then you need to loosen off this latch thing, pull on that to take the load off. Make sure that's clipped back down. That's the seatbelt lock. Then you can push that back down. And then I found to actually get these to clip in, you got to pull the fabric out a little bit, because you can see there's a little clip there and a little clip there. So you can put your finger behind, so you can clip it together. Otherwise, if you just try and push, it never seems to want to go in. So stick your finger behind that and you can clip it back up. Right, now our Isofix belts are free, and you can go ahead and drop that back down, and that goes behind you. That sits in front of that there. It's just kind of a lumbar support piece of fabric, just hangs there. Anyway, so then you can go ahead, you've got your seat belts over here. We'll get one of these Isofix belts. Now what you're supposed to do, if they're not already loose, is loosen these all the way out, so that when you insert them in the car, they're ready to go. They go in this way up, and personally I'd recommend that if you've got a free hand and a munchkin, you probably adjust your seatbelt height now, just keeping in mind that these straps should go over their shoulder like this. You don't want them pulling down, so that if you're in a crash it would pull them tight downwards. They should be so they come out straight or up. Worst case straight, just a little, that's best actually. Anyway, just don't let them go down. Then you can adjust your seat as you need. We'll take this infant insert out. And where's our buckle gone? I've lost it. Yeah, put that back up through there. Okay. Now we can go and put it in the car. When you do put it in the car, the main reason we bought this one is it's got this smart tether thing, which is a big improvement for all top tethers, honestly, and one of the main reasons we purchased this seat. Certainly on more than one occasion, we've driven off and then been halfway down the road, realised we didn't do up the top tether because we're half asleep, as you are with a child, and I questioned the Australian Safety Standards wisdom of mandating top tethers over the legs used in Europe anyway. And so we feed that through there. Does it go that way? I think, yeah. Feeds through there and back up through there. When you install this top tether, you have to have one side through the thing. It says that in the manual quite clearly. Must be one side smart tethered. You can't do the traditional top tether. And you can't do both smart tethered either. Has to be one or the other side. Nothing else. Anyway, to make sure it's safe. So yeah, so that's it. We're going to use it in full recline. So you grab the handle down here, put that into recline, and then we can, so we've got the 6 for recline position down there. You'll notice that all the other sizes are yellow for forward facing. Nice idiot proof colour coding. And so yeah, so that's it. So now we can go down and install our car seat. I don't think this one has a rebound bar. Oh, maybe it does. Anyway, I'll figure that out in a moment. Alright, so here we are in the car. Just got it sitting there at the moment in the middle. I'm going to put it here. I've got a seat protector in and a baby mirror. They're good. So you can see our car. We've got the Isofix down here. It comes in our car. It's got a little plastic thing that makes it easy to access. If you've got fabric seats, then they're often just hidden in the gap, and you get little plastic things that you can shove in there to make it easier to clip and unclip if you're going to be taking it in and out. Anyway, so upstairs, loosen these all the way off. So just make sure your straps are try and film here, it's a bit tricky. Alright, just make sure your straps nice and straight, got no twists in it. Here we go. We can take this end, put it down there, just shove it in till it clicks, and that's it. And I don't know, this one doesn't seem to have a green indicator. No, it does not. It's just got in this groove here, there's a tension indicator, so I should be able to get so that there it is. You can see that when I loosen that off, this little thing just has the belt running on a bypass. When you pull it up, she turns green, so your knee belt is sufficiently tensioned. So that's nice. Alright, just loosen that off, move the seat over, plug the other side in. Okay, just shuffle that in there, pull that down, make sure it's centered. Yeah, that'll do for the minute. We'll just go around the other side. Okay, here we are around the other side. Same thing. Take your belt, make sure it's loosened all the way off. She goes in this way up, like that. Anchor towards the bottom. If you're unsure, there's a little arrow saying this way up. Just poke that down in the hole, in there. Push it in. Should latch onto your Isofix bar. Right, and then you just go ahead, give that a pull, pull that up. Okay, now when you do put a seat in, one thing you have to do, which is more important when you're doing the seatbelt, is to put your hand in there and preload. When you do it with the seatbelt, you want to put your hand on the plastic directly, you'll have all that stuff open. just to ensure that the belts are genuinely tight and it's not gonna wobble around all over the place. So just make sure that's tight, make sure the other side is tight. Alright, but we'll get to that. Next thing to do now, you need to ensure, so this seat here is too close at the moment. I need to move this passenger seat forward. You need at least 2 fingers width of space between there. So one moment. Okay, so now move that seat forward. You can see there's a bit of a gap there. This gap is very important because in a crash with your top tether, one of the ways seat belts save your life is that they actually stretch. And that stretching spreads out the impact energy. So if your child's seat is all the way up against the car seat in front, they're going to have a much harder stop than if that impact was able to be taken by the top tether belt, which is why you need that safe gap there. Alright, anyway, so now that we've sorted that out, we can extend our top tether belt all the way out, and I'll go around the other side. Okay, so here we are. Here's our top tether and instruction manual storage bag. It is important to store your instruction manual in here because you never know who's going to be using it. And if they're so inclined, they might even try and read the instructions. And them reading the instructions may just make the difference to your child's life in a crash. So, go. Slide this down. Just push the button, pull it through. Keep sliding this down. We're going to need a lot of belt for this to make our life easy. Okay. It's not quite going to be enough. We're going to need a bit more. Slide that all the way down. Just keep pulling. And try and make sure when you pull it, you want it to kind of come straight. If you pull off axis, it's going to be very hard. And same if this excess belt is off to the side or upside down or something, you're going to make your life difficult. So just make sure you pull straight. Alright, so we've now got plenty of slack. What you want to do is grab this side and the other side and make sure these belts are straight. There's no twists in them. Sorry, I don't have a mirror around there. So that you can get rid of that excess. Feed this through. Now I'm just going to run it through my hands all the way down. To make sure that we don't have any significant twists. You should have a bit of a twist in this because it needs to go through that top to the thing. So now we can pass it through here. Just over the back of the seat, like that. Now if I come around the back here, I've taken the parcel shelf out. There's a shopping bag. Taking the parcel shelf out to give myself easy access down here. So we can just pull that down. That way it's clip. There she goes. Hooked on. That's good. One thing to note is, for example here, this is no good. I've run it over the top of the strap for the seat protector. So I'll just unclip that. You need a direct path, a direct load path from the seat over the seat to the anchor. And you want these to be as straight as possible. Don't run them around the sides of the headrest. Make sure you've got a straight path. Clip that on. There we go. That's better. Come back over here. Now, I've got that on. So now I just need a little bit more tether here to be able to run that. There we go. Just take it, slot that in under there, up like that. That's it. I'm going to make sure that I've got a nice straight belt path all the way through. So I'll fix that up around the other side. Okay, after a bit more fiddling, I managed to get this belt path. So runs down there that way, goes under the safety thing, comes up, twists flat there. Just show you in the back. comes down on this side. This one comes over the top. Hook goes around that way, goes through, comes back up, then twists to one side like that. And so if you can zoom in there and see. Okay, and then it runs around flat over to the jump camera over to the other side of the seat. So that's all set up now. Got my access pretty well all bundled up, and instruction manual. Don't forget to put that in here as well. So just find a spot where that can shove in there. There you go. So that goes in there like that. Slide up a bit more access. And that doesn't really have a place, I don't think. I think it just dangles there, and that's about it. Anyway, alright, sweet. She's all installed.